the barrel to, stop the Jhin, move it along, and that's probably their aim.
I think one reason why they are really comfortable with the pick of Gragas is I think they have a lot of trust in cat ears that, like if he lands a combo where he can possibly, land a good root / knock up, and then you can really disrupt whatever is in the middle there with a good Gragas ult. So I think that it's just a lot of trust. Now, here's a good level 1. We saw them do this last night where they all went into that bush. The reason why is because Zenith has Zyra, which Zyra likes to go into lane first to get those plants down, and so I think they're trying to get an easy, cheesy first blood onto Zyra, and she's just sitting in this bush.
Yep, there it is. She does not see. No, she did see a little bit. I think she caught him on the tail end.
That was pretty interesting, but
hey, it's a smart play to make, and now that you mention it, it does make sense. Make sure that they don't get the early plants, get the early lane advantage.
Yeah, it was a really good job. Regardless, if nothing happened, that they don't have 100 plants in the lane from Zyra to deal with. So, and get some good poke down on the Catters. Catters got a little bit of easy gold, and so did Shady, but Catters is going to have to be forced to back. Oh, he's going to get stopped again, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to back it. He might have to still.
Yeah, sharing that rain of bullets is one of the things that, it makes Misfortune so annoying to play against. And it's getting your backstop is such a harsh thing because it makes you lose out on experience, even as a support. You don't want to lose experience, so you try and stay in lane, but at the same time, you do have to go backup points.
Yeah. They got a good ward in, so they know that Mordio's going to start blue side.
And they're mirroring the actual...
Yeah. So it's good. And the reason why is because of the focus bot lane, obviously, Catters is going to had to back on Zyra, so it's going to be a little difficult for Jurassic to 2v1 here for a minute. Zyra's just about to come to lane, and they're going to have a big level advantage for RMU. So obviously the focus is going to be bot lane this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last bouncing canister did not land onto Jurassic as they had wanted. But good clear out from the minions. And there we go. Last shot on the cat ears. Already taken a quarter of his HP. And look at that damage.
Whoa.
Wow. Evan, though, took a little bit of damage, and they go all the way in. Evan has to flush away. Cat ears is very, very low. Shady is now low. He gets exhausted. They're going to keep chasing this down. Oh, Jurassic does flash forward, but takes so much damage in advance. There it is. Zyra plant. He might get it. No. Cat ears in the trade. Here we go again. Are they going to get it? Hey, there it is. Make it rain, making the money come down. Great job from Misfortune to pick that up, but that was weird.
That was very aggressive.
That was weird. West Coast, you are so low. You have flash. You might need to get away. Is he gonna flash? He does flash. Oh! Great time. Meowkai getting away, but going back to that bot lane. Such an aggressive move from these laners. And I want to go back to it later. I'm actually going to time that. This is the first time that we're actually going to do a replay.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was the greatest Clown Fiesta bot lane I've ever seen happen at a level 1.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It was ridiculous. And again, here we go. West Coast, you don't have flash. Neither does, Chump John, but still, you're taking so much damage. Gragas getting extremely low. And here we go. Zenith, or RMU, actually playing much better with the Elise this time.
Here's one thing is... So Gragas does a full clear here, so Galen is trying to do a full clear, but Mordio on Elise went pretty much buff to buff and ended up counter jungling and stealing the Gromp away.
Here we go again, Chump John taking a lot of damage, but it's in a minion wave, so West Coast can't follow up.
Here's the thing too, Chump John saved his teleport, so they had that teleport advantage. West Coast did have to teleport back to lane. That's one reason why Chump John was so low, but West Coast...
knows he has to be there. He knows Shen is trying to back, and it's forcing him to stay. It's a great tactic to use.
Here's the thing, too, though, but you're going to know that Galen ran top lane.
Oh, here we go. Mordio looking for that. Knows there's no flash. Cat ears. You're in the crosshairs again. You're going to go down. Mordio picks it up, but Evan is taking so much damage. No minions don't follow him through, and Jurassic survives.
So Galen's top lane right now. They could either make a play top lane and get a kill. Here, possibly, hopefully,
he
on
gets
the West
warded
Coast,
out.
They
know
where
he's
he is.
over there.
Great job by RMU.
I want to know if he's on a ward right now. No, they just know.
They just know that he's there because they knew that he was trying to do a full clear. So they knew that Krugs were possibly up and that he had to just be a top side. What else is there to do? So, and he never showed up mid lane. They have good ward coverage mid lane. So I think they just, out of deduction, they just knew that, hey, he's probably at Krugs top lane. So.
Yep.
It's a great job.
Yeah, very smart job getting that gank off and punishing this bot lane. So going back to it, Cat Ears did one of the weird things, which is, moving up so close. And, Mordio, again, this is what we saw in his last few games. He is very strong in terms of waiting, the patience game, waiting it out, making sure to try and get something off, and they do. That actually came they drove half the lane basically to get a cocoon and lockdown, and this is the power of the Jhin. You don't want to give Evan Jhin. It's happened multiple times.
Yeah. Some good damage going down. And
Yeah.
Chum John is really doing some work here in the top lane.
He's managing the waves perfectly. So whenever these engages happen, Maokai has to deal with the wave as well. It's not a one-on-one anymore. It's a two-on-one.
Yeah, pretty much. And they still have the teleport advantage, and Maokai is looking to back, so he's going to lose a lot of experience here. Good
Gillette
harass.
going in onto Sudsy. Sudsy getting extremely
Whoa,
low. He doesn't
Sudsy.
have mana, so this is actually a fight. Oh no, Gillette's taking a lot of damage. Here comes Make It Rain going down. Sudsy has to flash away, and everyone survives.
Real patient with his flash. Oh, good taunt.
Yeah, good talk going in. West Coast getting
No
extremely
flash
low. They
for
might
either of
go
them.
for it. No, he does turn away. Minions are doing some work. Here comes Mordio though. Chump John getting circled in. Good flash in. Chump John, you're gonna go down. Thunderbolt does proc and gets the kill.
Wow, Mordio is all over the place. He's pretty much MVP right now for RMU at the moment. So.
And this is the Mordio that we were looking for last game. Last time he was not aggressive, played very passive, and I guess this is why they prize the elites. Getting in, getting the kill. Now the question is, can they transition it into a late game? We've already seen Zenith do very, very well in that regard. Late game tactician, you know, running gun style with, it's very hard to basically predict someone that's not predicting anything.
Yeah.
And it's this weird thing. It's always been talked about in tactician and wars and everything of the sort. If you study anything of strategy, it's hard to predict.
Whoa.
Actually, there it is, Sudsy. Mordio in the mid lane again, but out of mana, so they can't follow up.
They don't know Galen's there.
Yeah,
So.
they don't. But wisely backs off because Sudsy has no real damage. And but going into tactician, you know, you have a lot of these high tier teams and you know around the map, and they do very, very well against other high tier teams. But when they get down to play against sometimes lower seeds, they actually falter. You see a lot more mistakes because you can't predict you can't predict a plan from someone that has no plan. And Cat Ear going very, very low again.
There's that kind of combo with the slow from the Make It Rain into the snare from Evan. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to open up.
Curtain call going down. Are they going to get a kill? They do have to body block. Cat Ears looking for almost slips by. I don't think that would have killed though. The potions were running. So very good body block, but that does mean Jurassic is taken extremely low.
Yeah, Galen is bot lane, so he's hovering bot lane. He may make a trip here. They know that that's ward, so they just pinged it out, but they're wanting to make a play here.
Definitely Galen being run out of his own jungle, meaning he does not have as many gank paths. They're trying to lane gank here. They have all the summoners up. They're looking for Jurassic, trying to lock it down. Arcane shifts forward. Here comes a Shen ult as well. Both flashes go out. Instant flash retaliation.
Wow.
And everything has been burned.
So you're going to see, I would assume at least something being made here. Top lane is canceled his teleport, so possibly looking to either maybe take this tower here, but it looks like Chump John is going to back instead.
Yeah, Corky waiting for his package in the base. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. He's
Oh,
waiting
Galen
for
is
it.
sitting on
There
the ward.
it is. Yep, they are sitting on a ward right now. Galen is getting run off, and there we go. Has to belly out. I love that.
Yeah.
It's a belly. It's just he's throwing his belly around.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. But yeah, so great try in the bottom lane, burning both flashes and actually both heal and exhaust as well. So all those summoners are down.
And that was really kind of the first time that Galen even made his presence known on the map. But that's because he just hit 6, so he was definitely hard farming, trying to get to that spike. So, but Mordio's still right there too. He's even there with the CS. But I think what they were definitely wanting to do is try to get a catch there. They had good wards in the river, so he couldn't just jump over the wall and catch them off guard for the RMU bot lane. But they tried to make something happen, and Chump John
going in for a little bit more damage, but it's still pretty much a wet noodle fight. I
Yeah.
don't think there's that much. We saw it earlier because they didn't have the tank stats, but a Bomby Cinder versus a Spectre's Cowl, both of them are going to be staying alive pretty well.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it is an Infernal Dragon on the map, and neither team has really decided to go for it, which is really surprising for me.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're going to give
A little pause here.
quick pause here. Luckily, there's nothing really crazy going on the map, but I think one other reason why with the bot lane you're going to see so much action there is, number one, I mean, both bot lanes are really stacked right now, but and there's obviously been a lot of action down there, but especially now that there's an Infernal on the map, I think you're going to see a lot more attention bot lane, and then the next thing that's going to happen is possibly a fight in the bot lane and then rotating to the dragon.
Yep. Here we go.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, Cat Ears getting found out just a little bit. Takes so much
Whoa,
damage in
the
the
fourth
fourth shot. Cat Ears, you're a dead plant.
Wow.
Just completely destroyed, and this is why Misfortune is such a counter, because you aren't expecting the amount of damage that they can output.
Chump John kind of in the middle of some minions, but
Chump John taking so much damage. Vengeful Maelstrom is on. That is going to pop soon and has to flash away. Very smart of him. not going to allow the damage to possibly kill him.
Yeah, he was a little overextended there. Jurassic using his ult just to kind of get some damage done.
And actually, wow, Mordio in the backline gets cocooned up, gets killed. Jurassic goes down for a clean gank.
Wow, this is a lot cleaner from RMU here. And I think not banning the Jhin away is kind of hurting
because they
the
can
bot lane
focus
right now.
so much on that bottom lane. Gets the Jhin going ahead, and
Whoop,
here we go, Gillette. Oh, gets a great petrifying gaze, but still goes down in that favor. Sudsy taking extremely low. Here comes Shady. They might get a kill here. They're looking for it. Oh, one more shot. Galen takes his solo minion block. Might get the kill. They're looking for it. Shady taking extremely low as well. Cocoon goes wide, and they're running for the hills.
Great gank by Galen, but they are pretty low, and this is going to either lead to possibly... No, they're just going to back off. I was about to say it could lead to possibly a tower in the mid lane, but because they didn't know where bot lane was, they could have, just playing it safe and staying away. So,
yeah. So great job from Galen to get Zenith back onto the board here. They've needed that drastically to make some work happen. And really crazy to think about that. It's gone in both directions. First game we saw, Zenith Esports run away with it with a jungle fight, and now it's RMU's turn.
Yeah, it's still no towers though taken right now. Still, all towers are up. No dragons being taken, and that's a pretty big deal. They're pinging the dragon now, so the teleport's coming in, but Chum John might cancel it here.
Yep,
Oh, and he does.
There it is. Chum John does cancel Maokai, but Maokai is now going to go in onto Chump, and looks like a somewhat decent damage is going to go down. Does get popped, so.
Yeah. They might still get this dragon, though.
Yeah, going on down there. They are looking for it, but they did start it up. Get caught out by Galen. Galen is there, and they're looking for it. So much damage goes down to him. He's not tanky just yet. The miasma killing him.
Yeah, he got took a few spell rotations from Gillette in the mid lane, and then the Infernal Drag kind of turned on him a bit.
And again, Cat Ears, this is the damage that you don't want to deal with. Gets taken extremely low. Gets away with his life, but
I think he's sick of that right now.
Say what?
I think he's sick of getting that comboed onto him right
and
now.
actually, we see this happen almost every game that Azira has been in play. Just constantly picked on, constantly dealt with, and this is a big issue that they're going to have to deal with.
So both teleports are down for both teams. It's going to come up first for West Coast.
But still, Shen has Stand United.
Yep, exactly. So it's basically like a second teleport. But so I would assume here fairly shortly, especially when Chum John backs, that I would assume that maybe Zenith will have to make a play here soon.
Oh, wow. And Shady was able to clear out that pink ward or the control ward over there. And using that Make It Rain to get the vision, get the ward down. And it's really interesting. That's a really...
Fight up blue here.
It's a really weird ward position. Actually, Galen getting caught out, trying to get a little pick there. Might have to ult away. Oh,
the spiders!
Mordio with the walk away. He might be able to get another cocoon down. Stand United is going down. Galen now turning around. Mordio getting a little bit feisty here. West Coast carriers coming down. Great flash in. Galen, you are caught out. You are dead. Tree gets the kill, and they're going to keep following up. Oh, but that's all they get.
Man, he was pretty greedy trying to get
greedy.
Those extra CS stats from killing those 3 spiders. But, that's what I was thinking he wanted. But no.
That was really great on Mordio's part to make sure to keep it away. And wow,
Catier's looking to make something happen. In the bottom.
Standing still quite a bit. I'm not sure what's going on. He might think that he's not on a ward. Yeah, he thought he wasn't on a ward, and now he gets caught out. Cat Ears, wrong place, wrong time, my friend. You are going to go down. Jurassic blocks the last shot. This could easily go in favor of Jurassic. No, last shot doesn't land. Oh, that was so heartbreaking.
His ult is almost up. It's up.
Yep, there it goes. Ezreal is going to take a 2-shot. Is he going to get it? Oh, dodges down there. Let's go ahead and take a look there. Yeah, just I think he walked away just at the last second.
I was watching the mini map for the
ult to pop up. I was trying to find it on the keyboard. But no kill goes over. But again, that was weird. Cat Ears just stood on top of a ward, and I feel that's something that you don't usually do. That was a fresh ward as well. That had to be placed seconds before you actually walk into that bush.
Yeah, that was a pretty good job by RMU to sniff that out, and then good job by Jurassic to block that last shot. He
Arcane shifted forward.
Yeah, Arcane shifted forward to block it, and almost got a kill.
And here we go again. Here it comes. This could be a possible steal in the bot lane. No, they do hand it over to Mordio and the Elise. They don't want to contest it just yet. They don't have the numbers advantage.
Both of these junglers, it's always kind of scary if one of them is around, because it's almost always a 50-50, because you have, with Gragas, you have the barrel as the wet noodle fight's going on. You have the barrel, you have the ult, and then you possibly have the smite. So, but then also with the Elise, you have the Whoop, the flash.
Going in, Gillette is taken out, but here comes bullet time going all over the place. Sunsy does not die, but Gragas does. That does mean that he's on the run. Might go down. He has those summoners. Double kill over to the Elise.
Wow, and that was because Gillette instantly got an exhaust down onto Sudsy and negated a lot of that damage, so he stayed alive for a bit, got a great ult off, and then basically Mordio came in and cleaned up the kills.
So what actually was really bad is Corki actually went in with the Valkyrie. I believe it was a package Valkyrie as well. But the Gragas Veil actually pushed Cassiopeia away from all the damage. So he actually got knocked out of all the damage that was going to go down.
Yeah, and that package Valkyrie does a ton of damage, like an unbelievable amount of damage. So I don't think that, so the first tower's going to go down here, it looks like.
And everything's going down. Cat Ears once again in the crosshairs. Jurassic looking to get the kill, or actually block the last step, but there it goes.
Whoa!
Oh! Shady picks up the kill, and there it goes. Curtain Call getting the last say. Picks up the kill as well. That's 2-0 in favor of RMU, and this is looking like a runaway game for RMU now.
That's crazy. I guess blue side is the side.
Yeah, well, let's not say that just yet because the game,
still going.
We've seen stuff. We've seen people come back from farther deficits than this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the RMU though is playing definitely a really great game. That kind of shut down Cat Ears. Cat Ears had a great game last time. They banned out the Malzahar and kind of doing some work on them. That great level 1 really paid off too. So kind of going and sniffing out those the Zyra, trying to get the early plants in there, helped out the bot lane quite a bit. So
and we are going to go back and take a look at that that bot lane level 1 fight because I do want to see what happened. Yeah. Because it looked like everyone was jockeying for position and actually lost their summoners without knowing it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And again, Mordio 4-0-3, a beautiful game.
Yeah, he's having a lot better game for sure. And then he went straight back to the Elise too, which is pretty cool. I like to see the confidence. Yeah. Not just be have a not as great as a game as you probably wanted to, and then just instantly like it's okay. I like this champion. This is my champion.
But still, it's a little iffy call. They still are missing a decent, larger front line, but still, that Maokai is going to do work now. So is Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia 0-1-4 compared to Corki's 1-1-0.
Yeah, definitely. Yalen was trying to make a play topside onto West Coast, see if he couldn't get a kill there, but they got snipped out by a ward in the river. So
all around, pretty quiet.
Yeah. Jurassic just trying to get some of that farm away. There's going to be a 4-man bot here. I think they
3-man.
Yeah, Cassio ended up going straight back to mid lane. They didn't want to possibly lose the tower there. So,
but RMU doing the map rotations there, gets the bottom tower, might be looking for a top side.
Yeah, I'm sure bot lane of RMU was like, we don't need you. We're pretty strong right now. Just go ahead and go back mid lane and catch that farm. Don't lose any experience. So.
Yep, beautifully played so
King
far.
And Galen out. He doesn't know that he's spotted, though.
Yep, here he is. He's getting zoned down. There it is. Galen, you are so low. He didn't make it over the wall. He tried to go over, but Grump decided to hold him off. There it goes again. Curtain Call does miss on the last shot. Mordio going very, very low. In comes Corki. Here comes the poke. Gillette getting some damage on Miasma. Doesn't hold anyone in place. Wow. And that was the most unfortunate belly toss that I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, he body slammed straight into the Grump. I think he thought he was gonna kill. He actually threw his Sudsy.
Yeah, Sudsy's gonna survive, but he is gonna get away. And
Shady!
Yep, Shady's gonna survive as well. I'm fully expecting these people to survive now, considering how close a lot of these sites have. You can hear it in my voice. I'm just like, they're gonna survive.
He's fine.
It's more surprising if they actually die at this point.
Pretty much.
And there we go. Tower goes down. Chumpjon just gonna walk away. But seriously, these fights, every single time that we think these people are going to die. And I say that because it's true. Multiple times, both of these people either are underestimating Jurassic from the brush, gets the beautiful petrifying gaze, and directly on top of Jurassic. Wow. Jurassic not expecting that. That was good. Okay, so that one was expected. He actually died.
Yeah. He couldn't arcane shift away just because the miasma, it doesn't allow it. So great job by Gillette. Just freezes him into the gets it to good ult from him and positions him inside of it. So the miasma. Really great.
But still, a lot of these players, they're defying expectations and how long they should live in these fights, and I think it's surprising the players as well. When I sit here and look at this, it's like, how are you surviving a lot of these fights? You shouldn't be surviving, but you are, and I think a lot of these players are solely underestimating either the damage output, how well they can do it, and they're playing kind of desperately.
Yeah.
And for Zenith, this makes sense, because we had talked about it before, their macro level, I feel sometimes isn't up to the standard as other players. They are more reactive, and there it goes again.
That combo is insane.
This is what we were talking about. Cat Ears getting slowly chunked out, and last shot is going to go down. Oh! Prediction Bad place to walk, gets taken out, and Cat Ears 0-4-0, Ezreal 0-3-0. Not exactly a perfect game here for them.
He's getting picked on pretty hard. And then, like, at this point, too. Oh, good body slam.
Great play, knocking everyone back in. Mordio, but still, Mordio doesn't die. Again, as we said, they survived despite our wildest expectations. How did he survive? Why is this happening?
Wow. Hey, I mean, he got Gragas ulted in, and actually he repelled. He got hit by pretty much everything. He ended up repelling up with almost a quarter HP, and then I think he just flashed out at the end. So.
It's so ridiculous how often these people are surviving. And
this is a bad spot.
This is where they're gonna die. Gillette gets locked up. He is gonna back away. He doesn't have his ultimate. Actually, he already used it trying to get a kill, and there it is.
Great body slam.
Galen comes right back in, gets a kill on the top side. Ezreal did pick off Cassiopeia and Jin. So there we go. West Coast running away. Here comes Zara. This is a snare. And wow, a completely whiffed taunt. That is awful for them, but the Stranglethorns does pick it up. Whew. So they do come out 3-0.
Yeah, luckily for Zenith, they ended up turning it around a bit. You either are going to go for Dragon. Yeah, they're pinging off Dragon, so they're going to go for Dragon here, pick up an Ocean Drake. Not huge, it's not a mountain or a fire, but it's definitely going to help them out for sure. So I think now you're going to have to, unless you're protecting your towers for Zenith, you're definitely going to have to play more of the kite game than anything. Shady's trying to steal it.
No, misses with the Mega Rain.
Got a bunch of damage down, though, so. Yeah. But that'll be down for just a little bit, but it'll come back up here soon.
I feel like we're starting to see some little gaps in each team. RMU played a little bit too aggressive. Just slightly, they overstayed just a little bit. They already got caught out. I feel like they had a bit more confidence because they knew Galen's ultimate was down, as well as the Shen ultimate. So they knew there was no one really to go back in. They weren't expecting the recalls and the circle back around.
And now they have a vision on Galen. He know that he just picked up the blue buff. So they were about to position around Baron, but you're going to see Zenith get a few wards and then clear up some wards. So good rotation by Zenith to come back knowing where the next objective is. So
yeah. And it's something to mention as well. This is what we were talking about. I feel Zenith excel in these really kind of scrappy games.
Yeah.
They don't actually want to play the objectives, but when the objectives are laid out for them, they take it. And they take it with a vengeance. Whereas RMU, they like to play this slow, calculated game. As soon as something goes outside of their calculations, though, they slightly falter. They choose bad situations. And if it keeps happening, Zenith are going to have a way back in this game.
Here's the Maokai ult, but not a whole lot of damage going to be done.
Yeah,
so.
And core key package has been used to get into topside, try and clear that out. So there it goes. Red buff is handed over to Ezreal. And I feel so calm now. I feel that. It's just like calming now.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
Again, they're not just looking for the next objective. They want to knock down this mid tower.
Yeah,
I think that's their main goal.
They definitely just cleared out some wards in the top stage jungle for RMU just did. So they're gonna look for this objective to get some damage down.
Great lockdown on the West Coast carry. There goes Stranglethorns. Everyone's coming about, but the bullet time coming across does get locked down in the backside. Gragas gets it away, and they have to run away. Ezreal does pick up
good taunt, Evan!
Great taunt into the backline. They get it, but Corki does kill Jin. Jin kills Shen. So that's an outlay 2-for-1. Can they get any more? Are they going to keep pushing? Yes, they are. They're going to look for that mid tower. Again, a great fight from Zenith Esports. They're catching out RMU all over the map right now.
Yeah, they're slowly starting to come back in. So no Raptors there, Galen. You're going to have to be a little careful. But spots out where Mordio is. But great job. They're still kind of playing the kite game a bit. They layered the CC really well to get the catch. But great job. And I'm definitely going to trade my top lane Shin for killing Evan for sure. That's definitely going to happen.
And they killed two different people. You have to remember that. They killed Evan as well as West Coast.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of them falling down in that fight. And it's great to trade it because now even more kills onto your potential carries. Ezreal, 2-3-3, obviously not great, but still a lot better than he was before. Remember, he was 0-3-0 earlier. And now 5 kills in a row, they successfully gotten back a little bit more. And so Cat Ears picked on as well. 3 assists to his name. Doing quite a bit better. Positioning well. Making sure he can stay alive. And in my opinion, they know the way back in the game, which is to make RMU fight.
Yeah.
I feel like RMU is scared to team fight because of this last game. They just want to run the map. And even though they have such a great team fight comp, they're scared.
Yeah.
They're being run ragged.
Cat Ears.
You tried to recall on a ward. Great job. I think that was a poisonous, noxious blast that actually caught her on the tail end. So, great kill again.
Yeah, and it's just so much damage. It's unbelievable. But Cat Ears definitely not having the game he did last time, but, I mean, he's definitely getting picked on, for sure.
Also, a few, slight missteps over there. You don't don't see why you would want to recall right there when you're already trying to clear wards out from your own jungle.
Yeah.
You should know it's already there. And here we go. Galen gets Stand United. He is going to be able to walk his way out. Shen taking the brunt of the damage. Galen has to get body blocked there. And you never seen that the Fat Man getting blocked by a airplane, I should say. So I mean, there you go. But still, in that mid lane, they know that it's low. They know that they can take it because now it's a 3-on-5. 3-on-4, I should say. 4-on-5. Wow, holy crap, I can't count.
They wanted to try to clear these minions down, but West Coast just was like, I'm really tanky, guys. Just go ahead and shoot your 2 shots at it and kill the tower. So, but it looks like they're rotating top. Now, RMU's rotating top, just the 3 of them, but you have almost all of Zenith rotating bot side. No one's top side, so they're pretty much going to give up the tower for free. Maybe they're looking to get a free tower mid lane, their first tower, but this second tier tower is going to go down for Zenith.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing is you do kind of, actually they leave it. I'm not sure that's what okay, no, it did go down. They did time it correctly. What's weird is they gave it for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was kind of figuring that they'd at least protect, because that top tier tower was fully healthy. There's nothing wrong with it. So.
And you always want to retaliate with something. You always want to be reactive because, and for how much I talk about reactivity and proactivity, you know, it's, you know, you take one. If you can't take one, you take the other.
Yep.
And then it depends on how well you are reactive or proactive. But it's just like, you know, if you can't be proactive in what you do, be reactive at least. Do something on the map. And they just gave it.
Yeah.
There was nothing. And yeah, they get the bottom lane tower, but that's way afterwards. That's a very late reaction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And now Chump John is getting caught out.
And I would definitely trade my tier 1 bot tower for my tier 2 top tower. So, or their tier 2 top tower.
Yeah.
So that's still definitely a huge win for RMU. Mardio getting a little bit chunked out,
Yeah,
but
and Galen wants it. He wants to kill this spider who's been nibbling at him this entire game, just been a pain in his backside. And it's just, and Mordio looks so much more comfortable this game. I don't know how he survived multiple times when he shouldn't have, and it's insane.
And
Man, West Coast again. They're fighting each other, and it's just like they don't even care at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's a lot of some CS that Chum John's gonna have to pick up. Evan
found in the backside. There it is. Package going all the way in, but Petrifying Gates catches him all the way out. Teleport coming in from Maokai. Galen, you are on the wrong side of the map, my friend.
Whoa, great taunt!
Does get the taunt, but in the bot side, Mordio goes down in the middle lane. Cassiopeia still picking up kills. Chum John has to flash over the wall. Here comes the curtain call.
Whoa.
1, 2, misses, and the third shot does miss again. Here it goes. Great lockdown. No, Maokai does pick it up. 4th shot does whiff, but Cat Ears is on the wrong side of the map. He's gonna get chased on by Misfortune. That's gonna be I want to say 4 for 1.
Yeah, pretty much. He's going to see if he can't just
execute
himself right here. So
let's see if it's an execute. Yes, it is an execute, but that does go an Infernal Drake over to RMU.
That's a pretty big deal. That's a huge turning point in this game, for sure. The second Infernal Drake that they're picking up, and pretty much just a 4 for 1 on the side of RMU. So great job. And they pushed all these minions in, get a little bit of damage on, but all that experience is going to be lost, or most of it at least.
And so to really point out in that last fight, Galen and Suzy tried so hard to make a play happen onto Evan. And this is where the desperate plays come in. You know, they tried so hard to make it happen, and they just faltered. They did not expect the rest of the team to be there, and Galen took the wrong route. Suzy actually went the correct path, I feel, in going over back towards the river.
Yep. Galen
decided to run up mid. He ran through 3 different ability power, damage dealers. Ran through Misfortune, ran through Jin, ran through Gillette. And it's just, that's not smart.
No, yeah.
You have to think a little bit more before you start making your move.
Yeah, they were definitely split up quite a bit. I mean, it was 2v1 on the bot side with you had Sudsy and Cat Ears, taking a kill away, but then that left 3v4 in the mid lane. So that's really kind of turned the fight. You definitely take what you're given, and they really split up a lot right there, and it really messed up that fight. And that gave a lot over to RMU, that second Infernal Drake, etc. So
yeah. And also, for some people wondering, we have had some complaints about the client or the stream going on. It has been a little bit laggy. If you would like, we will have all of our VODs online in the near future. They will be all our gameplay footage of the recording of what we see on OBS here, and it will be online for everyone to view, to record, and see our lovely faces or hear our lovely voices if they want to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And West Coast getting a little bit poked down again. We've seen this over and over again, but still. It's RMU playing the baiting game. They know right now, in that last fight proved it. Zenith is willing to make those risky plays, but obviously the risky plays are not working out at this point in time. And they need to make a few more. Here it goes again. Oh, everyone's over the wall. They're looking for cat ears. You are dead, my friend. The cat is not having about 9 lives, down to about 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, this is painful to watch right now, ladies and gentlemen. Cat ears getting annihilated on this Zyra. And here we go again in the backline. Galen looking over the wall, tries to belly slam over, does not pick it up. Tried to ult as well. And West Coast is going to go down. No, Jin picks it up, but no, Maokai lives. He does have 2 lives. 1 more to come back up. Jurassic taken extremely low, and it looks like they're going to go down to save that bottom side tower.
Now, normal Maokai would have 2 lives. This is Meowkai. He
This
does
is
have
Meowkai.
now.
Okay,
He
also
have
has 9 lives.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the cat is a plant, so having a few issues there.
Yep.
7 deaths in. And it's just, they picked on the Zyra so much, and this is something that has to be mentioned. This is why Misfortune was so highly prized, because the amount of damage you can output once you catch a Zyra is insane. It's impossible to stop, and that's what they're aiming for. So great job on them to be able to time this now. And it looks like they're just going to push up bot side, open up that bottom side again, and take out the last standing tower.
Contest this blue buff here, too. Jurassic's trying to get this blue buff on him. But Jurassic is pretty big. He's doing a lot of damage, but they're going to give it over to Sudsy here. RMU is trying to catch it, see if they couldn't steal it away. But it was a good job to secure that blue buff for their mid laner.
And what I mean by last standing tower is the one outside of the base itself.
Yep.
The standing tower meaning just outer rim of the base. So looks like they're just going to force it down. And again, the cool thing about the Infernal Drake, in my opinion, it kind of mirrors the Stone and the Wind Drake to an extent. And how they kind of help out is just lower scale, because obviously getting more attack damage and ability power gives you better tower taking practice. So, you know, overall they're doing fantastic in that.
That Cannon's doing a little bit of work on the tower, but this is definitely probably going to be an inhib for the bot lane unless some crazy
there it
fight
is, current
happens.
call again. Jurassic is very, very low. 1 shot, 2 shots, has to heal, run away, gets shot again. And they're going extremely low. 1 last shot goes through. Cat Ears taking extremely low on the backline. Jurassic and Cat Ears blinking red. And they're going to survive and back away with an inhibitor.
Yeah, great job by RMU. They're all full health. They just back off. They're going to probably rotate mid lane and see if they maybe can take another tower.
I feel like this is a mirror from the last game.
Exactly,
just,
pretty much.
You know, they're going to say, hey, we can do it too, you know.
Yeah.
We can run your base just
Definitely.
as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Except this time, you know, last time we saw like the passively dying RMU. And this time we're seeing a very aggressive dying Zenith.
Yeah.
Last time it was RMU just kind of rolled over, let it happen, didn't really contest. And Zenith, I feel, are saying, let's pull the trigger, let's pull the trigger. Let's just try and get someone. Galen, looking for that engage, but can't find it, just having to clear out the wave. And there we go, Chomp John tries to taunt in, but remember, West Coast is so tanky.
Whoa,
wow,
Gillette,
that
no.
was a beautiful, beautiful wombo combo all over the world. Curtain call, not curtain call. Deadly Flourish just pick up another kill. 4 for 0, my friends. That's the first one I think we've seen today. Or the whole tournament for that matter.
Yeah.
Beautiful job. A flash ultimate, petrifying gaze from the Cassiopeia leads into a current call and deadly bullet time. And everything just went down. That was beautifully played.
Yeah.
I can't say any more than that. That is an explosive way to end game 2. Great job from RMU to take it into a 1-1. And now, this is now down to a best of 3.
Yeah, and I mean...